Alright guys, welcome back. My name's Romie and this is the review for The Next 15, Season 1, Episode 2. Yeah, and so this essentially starts off where it left off, where everyone was just kind of like, well actually, it shows us a preview of what happens later on in the episode. But aside from that, it starts off where it left off, where New York comes into the scene, but I guess we're going to be calling her Tiffany. Well, depending on how she acts, she'll be Tiffany one moment, New York the next. We know how she does. And so they're doing this big brainstorming. Everyone's just like, okay, New York's in the building. Woo! Okay, a little bit extra, but alright. 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 And everyone brings something to the table as far as this new reality show, because they're going to be working on the reality show. They want it to be real. The whole purpose is they want it to be real. They want it to be focused on topics that people don't talk about. And side note, why was it that the ladies on the left, I'm assuming it's because of the lighting, they were in this like special neutral tone, skin tone glow. That's like, these are two beautiful black women, and I'm not sure what Laura is, but Laura looks damn good. What does that have to do with anything I was saying? Oh yeah, but anyway, so you have New York, of course, trying to reclaim her title as HBIC of reality TV, and it's definitely going to be interesting. Sometimes, I don't know, she does kind of give me borderline bipolar, but I do know people who do act like that, or at least think like that. I sometimes feel the same way she acts, I just have more self-control. I think that's the only thing. Maybe her self-control factor is missing, and so that's why she just blows up. But anyway, yeah, so they want to do a non-traditional talk show. They want to focus on different issues, like race-related social issues, issues about people and just how hard their lives are. Just 30 seconds of what their grievance is. That's what Laura was saying. And I would say that was pretty cool, because that kind of reminded me of what Wendy originally did, and where she allowed people to just kind of speak what was on their mind for a moment when her show first got started, to really build up that fan base, that audience fan base. So that was cool. Now, like I said, everyone had a general opinion except for Jennifer, and that's what Karamo and, see, I got his name right this week, Karamo and Claudia were saying. It's like, you know, New York was a lot. The energy was weird, but I feel like there's a real person in there, so I can work with that. And Claudia was just like, okay, if you say so. If you say so. And New York was pretty cool. She gave Benzino a hug. I think she's a fan of the Love and Hip Hop franchise, so that's why she was just like, oh, Benzino. And so then you have, of course, Laura and Jennifer go their separate ways. We'll go together. And as you know, this is the part where you need to fill in some more time. So everyone's just talking about the brainstorming and what's currently going on with them. And poor Jennifer. This whole episode, everyone downplayed the fact that she has her own talk show, because I think, what is it called, Black Hollywood or Black Entertainment? Whatever it's called. Anytime she would mention it to someone, like first she mentioned it to Laura, she was like, you know, I'm already doing the reason why I was quiet was because I'm already doing a, like, reality talk show thing myself. And Laura was like, what? What are you talking about? And she was like, you don't remember what you came on. You do not remember what you came on? And in the meantime, you have, you know, Tiffany just strutting her stuff. And Laura's just like, what the? Girl, I just thought that we were just doing like a podcast and you had cameras there. Oh, poor Jennifer. I guess you have to step your budget game up. Now, Benzino's off wandering, saying how this is going to be interesting. You know, I can work my wiles and get I can get the women to be on my side, but it's going to be a little odd, because when Karamo was talking about his piece and all the rest of the people were women, and him being the only straight person on the cast, it might get a little awkward. But hey, that's how the world is now, so we all good. And Laura thinks Benzino's cool. He's pretty chill. And they were just saying how, with Kurama, they're like, damn, why is he gay? And then when he talked about he had a big penis, it's like, oh god. Why'd that have to happen? It's just like, they so silly. And then Laura sits, I'm like, Laura, stop sounding like a stereotypical casting director. She was like, you know, don't make this sound racist, but why are there so many dark skin? No, she didn't say that. No, she didn't say that. She was smart enough not to say that. She was like, I wish there were more light-skinned people on the cast. I'm like, okay. Okay. But anyway, we'll go past that. I understand what she was probably... No, I actually don't. I don't know where that came from. But Claudia and Kurama are just talking about how it's great that there's 2 executive producers. There's 2 people that could actually come together, business savvy, know all areas of production and running a show so that we can get this thing going versus New York calling herself an executive producer but not wanting to put in the work and making more work for us because she's crazy. No, New York is not crazy. I mean, Tiffany is not crazy. She's just misunderstood. Tiffany's just misunderstood. That's all. So Jennifer goes with her friend Al and they go to get her dog some treats. But it's weird because it was really weird because the place was super nice. I'm like, is this a restaurant? Is this a restaurant? It's like, damn, that food is kind of good. That food was kind of good. I'm like, that dog, I know that dog is living better than most of us out here. Why? But anyway, so she goes and talks about who's on the show. Of course, Claudia. And it's like, Laura is crazy, love her. New York is New York, and he was like, good, you need that big person, you need that big personality. And it was like, no, he was doing this because of the Flavor Flav. That's why he was doing it. And so yeah, that's gonna be good. She talked about who Kurama is, and he was just like, okay, just like most of us, because we don't remember. I remember, for some reason, I kind of remember him now, which is kind of weird because I think he was on the show a long time ago, but I feel like I do remember, which is weird. But anyway, so she was just saying how Claudia is who Claudia is, still not feeling her. She can go left, I'm going to go right. I'm still feeling Jennifer. I know some people are thinking that Jennifer's, her personality isn't there and that she's not interesting, but I think she's interesting. Of course, interesting to look at in the best way. And Laura, just shout out to Laura again. I mean, that personal trainer and her commitment to that is just amazing. Imagine, you know how bad she would have been if she was on Basketball Wives, what, Miami, LA, whatever it was. It looking like that. Come on now. Come on now. Regardless of how you personally felt about her. But speaking about feeling about her, she has this publicist who's trying to help her remake her image because she wants to do a children's book, and her publicist goes through her social media and also her pictures in general. It's just like, what is this? What is this? Look, I don't want you looking like a hoe out here in these streets. You have kids. You have to model what it is to be a good mom. So you can't be looking like a hoe on these streets. Along with that, you also can't be going and doing whatever you want. And doing whatever you want means these reality show. Because Laura was like, you know, I was in a meeting with Carlos King and Claudia Jordan and all these people. And they were like, okay, to do a show together. And it's like, this sounds like a reality show meets talk show, and that's a no-go because people are going to associate Basketball Wives. You have all these reality stars, again, really under the Viacom umbrella, and you're wanting to go and remake your image? How the hell are you going to do that? How the hell are you going to do that? And it's funny because Jennifer's co-host on her talk show also said the same thing. It was like, wait a minute. So, you already have something going on. And Jennifer was like, well, you know, this is low budget, kind of just us investing type of thing, having fun, where that could be going to a network, big money. She was like, okay, that's cute, but right now it doesn't have anything. It doesn't even have a pilot. So you're going to leave something that's secure for something that's a possible flop in the making. All those people on one show, and you're trying to say that that's going to work? Who are you trying to kid? Who are you trying to kid? So Karamo is going to meet up with Claudia and New York. Now, New York is late. Apparently, this is going to be normal for her. Unfortunately, I'm like, damn it, New York. Always make sure the business is right. Always make sure the business is right, Tiffany. Come on. We love you, but always make sure the business is right. And, Karamo and Claudia were just pre-gaming as far as, well, let's see how this turns out. And it turns out what you expect. New York comes in initially, and she has a good idea. She's like, I don't want to work with you guys because I don't feel like you guys like me. And I don't want to be around you guys. I don't want to like you guys. I want to be an executive producer. I don't want to do any of the work. I don't want to sit in any of the meetings. I don't want to do any of the briefings. Just give me a microphone. Put me in something nice. Get me out there in those streets. And I'll work that pavement until I'm black and blue. Because this big personality can't be shelved. I will not be sitting on some damn panel with the rest of you. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And I was feeling Tiffany because her personality, she definitely shouldn't be, because think of Tamar, but on 100. Think of Tamar when we think she's on her version of 100. And think of that times 100. Come on now. Come on now. If you can do math, that's 10,000. But no, by the way. Yeah, so Claudia was just trying to say, okay, well, I never had a problem with you. This is my first time really meeting with you. What have you done in the last 5 years? And New York was just like, look, you're not on Housewives anymore. What the hell is wrong with you? If I were you, I would have made sure I never lost a gig like that. And I was like, well, yeah, but they didn't call you, so. And that was one of the pressure points. It was just like, New York was on 100. It was like, get your hand out of my face. You get your hand out of my face. And every time Karamo was trying to smooth things over, and she was like, look, the only K that I subscribe to is the Quran. And actually, no, I don't. Because that's the one Bible I don't like. That's the one Bible I don't like. And things got really heated. It was like, look, I understand how you can go and get what you get when you sleep your way. And it's just like, Claudia's just like, oh, that's a pressure point. Don't try me. Don't try me. Haven't been relevant for 5 years. It's like, look, all this personality, there's nothing you can do. And New York essentially blows up. She gets up and she borderline attacks Claudia, but doesn't really attack Claudia. It's really more so, you're not going to try me. Don't put your hand in my face. 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 I was only about this close. I was only about this close. I was only about this close. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then production comes in. Karamo's just like, all right, reset, chill out. Y'all need to stop. This is a mess. Y'all are a joke. We are not doing any type of fighting. I think Anthony was the name of the producer. Yeah, the showrunner. He was just like, okay, look, we're going to restart the scene. You're going to sit down. You're going to be cool, calm, cool, and collected. We cannot fight. We are taping in a public space. We cannot destroy anything. Do not mess up anything. We are not going to lose our retainer on this venue. So stop it. Stop it. And New York's just like, you know what? I can't do it. I can't do it. You fake, you're phony. You're full of it. I need to go. I need to go. And Kram was just like, look, I'm going to come with you. I'm going to come with you. I'm going to come with you. But at first he was laughing at her. And New York was like, look, policeman, can you arrest her because she was harassing me? Can you at least scare her, do something? The policeman wasn't doing crap. And I'm just like, why are those like 3 policemen there doing absolutely nothing? Claudia's just laughing because it's like, damn, is this chick bipolar? And New York was going off. She was like, I do not need this. I'm the executive producer. I don't want to do anything. I just want to be me. I want to do me. And it's like, okay, are you on drugs? Are you on drugs? What is wrong with you? And New York was like, no, you're caught up under her spell. You're all up in her ass. And so that's why you're thinking that it's peaches and roses. When it's not. It's plums. It's all plums. So New York sits back down. She's just like, look, I personally don't feel like I would be a good fit to meet with my big personality to sit on a panel with the rest of you guys. I don't feel like I'd mesh well. And so that's why I feel like my talents are better suited being out with the people. Because I do need that spotlight. I do know that about myself. As a reality star, I need that extra attention, that extra moment, sachet enchanté type of thing. And they're just like, okay, if you like it, why wouldn't you think that this idea is good? Why would you think that we wouldn't like this idea? Come on now. She was like, y'all show me love, just show me love, but yo, I have to be a producer. I have to be an executive producer. EP up in this B. And she's like, oh, thank you guys, group hug. And they're just like, what the hell? This chick is crazy. So, one of the producers, I think it might have been Anthony again, he called Carlos King, and he was just saying how, you know what? New York was saying that you promised her that she'd be an executive producer on the talk show. And he was like, I never promised her anything like that. And we know it's true because they love to go and pull up the receipts, as you will. But that didn't happen. So that had me thinking, you know what? Maybe he didn't promise her. Maybe he was saying, oh yeah, because he said you'd be the star. That's all that he said. You'd be the star. And that's right. You walk into the room, you own it type of thing. That's where he was more so coming from. But I guess New York didn't see it that way. Yeah, she definitely did not see it that way. But anyway, so you have this scene with Benzino. Well, actually, let me backpedal. Laura is doing this CrossFit, and I'm like, oh, that's why she looks like that. Damn. And she's there with her trainer slash friend, and her trainer's trying to give her encouragement because Laura's going through this divorce battle. And she's like, it's just so damn hard. It's so damn hard. I'm trying to do what I can. And her trainers slash friends like, suck it up. I love you, but you need to focus on you. And this is what you're doing right now. Don't go back. Go forward. Do what you need to do for your kids, for yourself. Let's make this money. And 5 more push-ups. Come on. So after that, we have Benzino. And Benzino's like, you know, I like New York. And she seemed to like me. She seemed to be a fan. And a fan actually came up and had Benzino take a picture with her. So aside from that, the producers kept coming to Benzino, kept trying to call New York. And New York was a no-show. Long story short, New York was a no-show. And she sent a text. Poor Benzino, of course, he was hurt that she didn't show up. And it was very unprofessional for her to do so. But New York was just like, you know what? I didn't like how that meeting went. I need the rest of the week off to really rethink this. Because I especially didn't like that Claudia chick. She rubbed me the wrong way. I don't think that she likes me, and I definitely don't like her. So here's how this is going to go. I'm going to go and take some time off, and then I'll contact you after I'm done. So, what the hell? Are you a salaried employee? There's no paid time off in this bit. New York, stop it. Stop it. So, we'll see what happens there. I mean, production was pretty much laughing at the fact that this was happening because it was a good hour, an hour and a half actually, and it was pretty messed up because it got to the point where it was like, look, we're going to lose the venue, we're going to lose the spot if New York doesn't show up. We have to go and cancel this before they're like, you know what, you can't come back because this is a table, this is an opportunity wasted, go. And so New York may not want to do the show with them. That's where they're currently at. So that was it for this week. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Come back next week. Dang it.